Students, exercise 5.5, sixth problem. The cross section of a nuclear cooling tower is in the shape of a hyperbola with the equation x squared by 30 the whole square minus y squared by 44 the whole square is equal to 1. The tower is 150 meter tall and the distance from the top of the tower to the center of the hyperbola is half the distance from the base of the tower to the center of the hyperbola. Find the diameter of the top and base of the tower. Okay, so see that the cross section of the tower is in the form of a hyperbola. I have drawn a hyperbola. Equation is given. So the equation of the hyperbola is x squared by 30 the whole square minus y squared by 44 the whole square is equal to 1. So I have drawn the x-axis and y-axis and the origin is called the center of the hyperbola. So here in this problem it is given that the tower is 150 meter tall. So the height of the tower is 150 meter. PQ distance is 150 meter. In the problem it is given the distance from the top of the tower to the center of the hyperbola. Top of the tower to the center of the hyperbola. So in the top of the tower, P point and center is C. So the CP distance, the distance CP, how it is? What is given? Half the distance from the base of the tower to the center of the hyperbola. Half the distance from the base of the tower to the center of the hyperbola. So this is the base of the tower. Okay. So CQ. So the distance CQ. How it is? What is given that? CP is equal to half of CQ. That is given. So what is given? CP is equal to half of CQ. Now you take CQ as Y. Then what is CP? CP is equal to half into Y because it is given like that. What is the total height? It is 150. So this is half Y plus Y, that is equal to 150. So half Y plus Y is 3Y by 2 is equal to 150. So 3Y is equal to 150 into 2, that is 300. So Y is equal to 100. What is Y? The CQ is 100. Then what is CP? What is CP? It is half into Y. So Y 100 means half of 100 is 50. So this distance is 100 and this distance is 50. Okay. But what is asked? Find the diameter of the top and base of the tower. So I'll take a point R on the hyperbola which is at the top of the tower. Okay, I'm going to find the coordinate of this point R. So first I'm going for the x coordinate. Okay, so look at this. I draw the perpendicular from R to x axis. This distance is x coordinate of R. So this distance is equal to PR. So that only we have to find. So I'm going to take this as x1. So R point is x1. And what is the vertical distance of R? It is nothing but CP. What is CP? It is 50. So R point is x1 comma 50. Okay. Where is R? It is on the hyperbola. So we have to substitute x1 comma 50 in equation 1. So the given equation you have to substitute. So in the place of x you have to substitute x1. In the place of y you have to substitute 50. So the equation will become x1 squared by 30 the whole square minus 50 the whole squared by 44 the whole square is equal to 1. So this term you have to take it to the right side. It will become plus. So x1 squared is equal to this 30 the whole square is in the denominator. When you go to the right hand side it is in multiplication. 30 the whole squared into 1 plus 50 the whole squared is 2500, 44 the whole squared is 1936. When you take LCM, so it is 4436 divided by 1936. So here we need is x1. So you have to take the square root of it. 30 the whole square is nothing but 30. 1936 is from here. So it is 44 the whole square. So square root of 44 the whole square is 44. And you have to take the square root of 4436. So here in the rough column I have done here. Okay. So see to that. So it is nothing but 66.6. 66.6. When you multiply 30 into 66.6, it is 1998. When it is divided by 44, your answer is 45.41 meter. So in the question what is asked? The diameter of the top of the tower. So that is according to the symmetry property of hyperbola, this also x1. So the diameter is nothing but 2x1, that is equal to 90.82. This term has to be multiplied by 2, so that is 90.82. So in the same way, we have to find the diameter of the base of the tower. For that, I am going to take a point S on the hyperbola, which is at the base of the tower. We have to write the coordinate of this. Okay, so if you draw the perpendicular S to x-axis, so this distance is the horizontal distance, is nothing but which is equal to QS. So QS only we have to find, so that is taken as x2. And what is the vertical distance? It is CQ. What is CQ is given? It is 100 meter. This point where it is in the negative side of y-axis. So therefore S point is x2 comma minus 100. This S point where it is on the hyperbola. So the hyperbola equation, so it will be x2 the whole square minus x2 the whole square by 30 the whole square minus 100 the whole square by 44 the whole square is equal to 1. So when you take this term to the right side, it will become plus minus 100 the whole square. We can write it as 100 the whole square. So you have to calculate this. So you have to take LCM. So the LCM is 11,936 divided by 44 the whole square. So x2 is nothing but the square root of this. So it is 30 by 44 and the square root of 11,936. So the square root is calculated here. Okay. So the answer is 109.25. 109.25. So when you multiply these two, your answer is 3,277.5 divided by 44. So it is nothing but 74.48. So x2, the diameter of the base is 2x2. So when you multiply this answer by 2, it is 148.96 meter.
Start.
So now we are moving to reflective property of a hyperbola. So what is the property? The lines from the foci to a point on the hyperbola make equal angles with the tangent line at that point. Okay, you see that the lines from the foci, okay, S and S dash, they are the foci of the hyperbola. So the lines from the foci to a point on the hyperbola, what point? P. So S dash P and SP, both lines make equal angles with the tangent line at P. So because of that property, what happened? The light or sound or radio waves directed from one focus is received at the another focus. They make equal angles. Because of that, sound waves or light waves or radio waves directed from one focus is received at the focus. This property is used in spotting location of ships sailing in deep sea. Okay, using this property, we are going to do the problem exercise 5.5, 10th problem. See that Points A and B are 10 kilometer apart, and it is determined from the sound of explosion heard at those points at different times that the location of the explosion is 6 kilometer closer to A than B. Show that the location of the explosion is restricted to a particular curve and an equation of it. So this is the question given. Okay, see now first one, points A and B are 10 kilometer apart. So I have taken the 2 points here, A and B, whose distance is 10 kilometer. So this P be the point, that is the at which the explosion happened. Okay, so the sound of explosion is heard at A and B at different times. So because of the sound, they came to know that it is determined that the location of explosion is 6 kilometer closer to A than B. See, at this point the explosion happened. The sound of explosion is heard at A and B at different times in such a way that the location of explosion is from that sound heard from A and B, it is determined that the location of explosion is 6 kilometer closer to A than B. What it is given now? PA, this distance, and the PB distance, whose difference is 6 kilometer. Okay, see that again I am reading the sentence. It is determined from the sound of explosion heard at those points at different times that the location of the explosion is 6 kilometer closer to A than B. So PA and PB, the difference of these two distances is equal to 6 kilometer. So the difference is, it is the locus of the point is nothing but the hyperbola. Okay, so see, according to the reflective property of hyperbola, this A and B are nothing but foci, because the sound waves directed from one focus is received at the another focus. So A and B are nothing but the focus. Okay, so it is already I have told the difference between PA and PB is equal to 6. Now we come to the focal property of hyperbola. So what is the focal property? That is the difference PA and PB is equal to length of the transverse axis. What is the length of the transverse axis? That is 2A. So first we have used the reflective property of hyperbola. What it is? The sound waves is directed from one focus is received at the another focus. So we came to know that A and B are focus. Okay, next here we are using the focal property of hyperbola. What is the focal property of hyperbola? The difference of PA and PB is equal to length of the transverse axis. What is the length of the transverse axis? That is 2A. Here in your problem, the difference of those two distances is equal to 6. So from that 2A is equal to 6. From that A is equal to C. And so the points A and B are how much are the point the distance between these 2 points, it is given that 10 kilometer. So AB is equal to 10. So A and B are what? They are nothing but the foci. Okay, so what is the distance between foci? That is equal to 2AE. So 2AE is equal to 10. So AE is equal to 5. So we have already denoted it is a hyperbola. So we have to find B squared using the formula A squared into E squared minus 1. So when you multiply inside, it is a squared e squared minus a squared. What is ae? It is 5. So 5 the whole square minus, what is a? It is 3. 3 the whole square. So that is 25 minus 9, that is equal to 16. So the locus is a hyperbola with center 0, 0. So therefore the equation is x squared by a squared plus y squared by b squared is equal to 1. So what is a? A is equal to 3. What is your b squared? It is 16. So x squared by 9 plus y squared by 16 is equal to 1. Thank you, students.